All right, we're here in Kansas City, Kansas. So this is a house, a cosmetic fixer-upper. We're with our guy Shane over here.
Hello.
We're gonna give him this is your first big house, I guess, for us. You did a rental for us.
Yes, sir.
Knocking it out of the park for us. So we're gonna walk through this one and kind of see what's going on.
Sounds good.
I know, Danny, you said we got to take care of these windowsills. Probably need to do some mortar tuck point there.
Okay.
Paint the exterior. Some more wood right here. We'll need to cage this right away. So this is the stucco. I think this is just peeling paint. This is not even stucco patching, because that's just paint.
Yeah, it doesn't feel soft under.
So we don't even have
Crumbly.
any stucco patching to do. We just probably got to pressure wash it and knock all the bullshit off. Did we measure this house yet?
No.
We should measure it before we leave here.
Okay.
Just to make sure that we are buying what we think we're buying. That's a tip. If you're ever flipping a house, always measure it, because if you're relying off the tax records, a lot of times they lie, and you'll end up selling it on the price per square foot. And then when the appraiser comes out and measures it, you'll find out that you bought something either less than or greater to. If it's greater, you're not gonna tell anybody. If it's less than, you're gonna get screwed. So we'll need to put our 4-point lighting up here.
Okay.
So one light on every 4 corner, just those solar lights.
Okay.
Just so we can keep the riffraff away while we're here. From this deck perspective, take all this bullshit off on the exterior and just make it you know what I mean? Get
All the lattice.
all the lattice out, yeah.
Okay.
I would say if you were gonna do anything, screen it in, but that lattice looks like shit. We need to do a new coat of paint on this thing. I would assume have it match the color of the house, whatever color we decide to paint the house, which will probably go with that dark iron ore. That'll probably look pretty good, because when you got an ugly ass color like this, you gotta go with something dark.
Right.
To get rid of the ugly ass color. Yeah, there's a bunch of shit here, so we want to get all this shit out of here. We want to pressure wash this and paint this to match the house, because it'll just give us a nice finishing touch. But cut any of the branches back that need to be cut back. I'd probably lop this whole side of this tree off right here. My biggest concern on this house is getting all these joints covered up. We're gonna have to do a lot of joint work.
Yeah.
All that's got to be tuck pointed. Basically, it looks like all the window trim's got to be done. This part is good,
Okay.
but it looks like all the stairs are rotted, but
This railing's good.
yeah, definitely just needs a couple screws. If you do have to tear the whole thing apart, what I would recommend is if we can save this and just extend it to maybe here,
Okay.
because it does 2 things. 1, it keeps your eye off the foundation, and 2, it makes this a cool little area. How long does it take you to build a deck? It's probably pretty quick for you, huh?
A few hours.
Okay.
On what
Yeah, because
side
I don't
you
even
go,
think that's
but
right. It's not even fastened to anything, is it?
It doesn't look like it. Nope. And your plate running around is all rotten too.
Yeah. So make a nice little small deck with a step down. Do it the least expensive way possible. All right, so if there's hardwoods in here, refinish the hardwoods. If not, let's just go with an LVP over the top. I mean, it's gonna be a lot easier for you to put LVP, right? Like game changer time, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
We got a commercial kitchen in here.
Troy, do you want anything done with this sagging ceiling?
Yeah, however you can. The roof, I didn't know how good it was. We might want to get on the top of that to see.
You got water damage in several spots.
Yeah, I know. So the roof, we might have to reshingle. It's a commercial grade kitchen in here.
I got the backstory. They cooked
Meth.
a church. No, it was a church.
Yeah, I mean, I know for sure we can sell this or put this for free. So I think that on this kitchen, we're gonna have to relay out this entire kitchen. So we just kind of got to figure that out. Let me sit on that while we walk the rest of the house. Okay, so we've got plumbing over there. We've got 1 bedroom here. So bathroom's right in the middle. We gotta pull all this shit out, basically. You can leave this, we can refinish that. If not, we need to put a new tub in. We've finished a lot of those, but that one looks not too bad, actually.
No, that doesn't look bad. That's
So, yeah, I would think it'd be easier than pulling out and putting a new tub in. That's a pain in the ass, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
New vanity, new toilet. I would say pull all this shit off and then we'll re-tile this whole place. Yeah, you got some settling cracks, so we just gotta fix all that, because that'll scare a lot of people.
Oh yeah.
Even though it's not a big deal.
Right.
People are like, oh, foundation. You got some sagging right here. I think if we put a closet over in this corner,
Okay.
We can call it a bedroom or wherever it makes the most sense. I think it probably makes the most sense. You know, you don't want to come too far, but probably right to about past that electrical or before, something like that. Yeah, we just rip out the entire flooring in this whole place. But this could be nice if if this is like almost a master quote unquote closet. It just looks like you got some settling. So
yeah,
we're gonna have to address a lot of that. But that's what I'm saying. If you don't want this, if this is too big of a job, let us know. We figured we'd let you look at it first.
No, I appreciate it.
But let me know, because I think my guys can probably knock this out in 2 to 3 weeks.
Okay.
You know, so we could give you like a month.
Okay. Give me a couple days to think over everything.
Yeah.
And get a kind of a timeline together. Yeah, I don't want to hold you up in the slightest.
Refinish the floors in all of the areas that make sense.
Okay.
So even if it's like, if you pull all the carpet up and all those hardwoods look good and we can blend in an LVP with it, I'd prefer to do that than put LVP over the nice hardwoods.
Right. God, it sucks being short.
You're never tall enough, man. 6'5" or 6" is the perfect. That's just got a bunch of debris on it. Is that what you're trying to see?
Yeah, I was seeing what shape it was in.
Yeah, it's not bad shape at all. We got to relay out this kitchen. That's going to be the main thing here. We're going to have to put some can lights in here, and we got to relay out this whole kitchen. That's where I feel like you might get slowed down a little bit, because that's a lot of work right there.
It is a lot of work. So the question is where you'd want to relay it. If I've got to run new water lines and all that stuff to different areas, and yeah, or electrical to new areas, yeah.
Well, let's see what our existing floor plan is right now. So where the sink is perfectly acceptable. That's where the fridge is, or that was where the stove was.
City stove, so you got gas line there.
I just think we don't need all this shit right here. Even if we just keep that and open this up and get rid of this shit.
Right.
You know, we're not gonna be able to sell it. Like, Danny's getting a drink right now. What do you want, sir? I would think opening this thing up or closing this thing off, it's almost like you want to half it, right?
Right.
Or we just want to wall it in. It might be easier just to wall it in.
Closes it off though. It's not gonna look as appealing doing that.
I don't know. Do you want to walk in and see your kitchen? See, I mean, there's two schools of thought. If we open it up, we get less kitchen. If we close it off, we got more living room. You have a fucking huge kitchen as it is. So if we close this off, which I think is an easier way to do it.
Yeah.
Right?
Definitely.
So let's go with that, okay? If we close it off, then you only have to build the wall there. And then you could open this part up.
That would look really good.
I would just say, just open this part right here, close this off. We can open that up a little bit more too if we wanted to, but I don't even know if we need to. But we're gonna have enough to build a nice sized pantry in here. Yeah, I don't think opening it up is the way to go on this one. Maybe we'll have my wife look at this real quick, because I'm a little stuck on this one myself. So we're trying to determine what to do right here. I want your opinion. This is a huge kitchen. We got a small house. I don't want to do a ton of work on this thing, because otherwise we're gonna blow our budget, which is the other thing. So I'd almost rather chance just closing this off right here rather than opening it up, because if you open it up, you just have this huge kitchen, which is oversized. But if we close it off, and then we just open this little part up right here, now you got almost a separate dining room over on this side, and then we can build a good size pantry probably in this corner right here, and then kind of reconfigure the kitchen. And then we could build that nice deck right here. That's gonna give it a lot more flow and make it feel more open. I'm gonna stick with closing it off. I think that's the way to go. It's just too much work to do it the other way.
Yeah. And then you don't know if you're running into an issue with it being load bearing.
Yeah, I just think the safe play is to close it off, build a nice sized pantry, reconfigure this kitchen, basically rip this whole bottom area out, this whole thing out, and we can see if we can repurpose these cabinets. The sink is fine where it's at. I mean, you even have enough room if we knock out all these cabinets. I don't know if we'd want to do it, but you have enough room to put an island or something in here. But I think you got a nice size kitchen with no island is just as fine with a good, ooh, that's good.
Yeah, that would feel good.
How do you do that?
I get bad headaches if I don't, so it's a good thing it happens.
Because I think this is going to make it feel more open. If we do that deck like I was talking about outside,
yeah.
Now you've got, that's gonna make it feel really open.
Right. A little easier to have people over, and I like where you're going with it. What about the tile?
Oh yeah, that's gotta go.
Go?
Oh yeah. You like it?
I think it's a cool tile.
Yeah, you probably one of the, like if there was 100 buyers, you might be like there might be 3 that like it.
Yeah.
We gotta go with a mass appeal.
That makes sense. I got you.
Yeah. I dig it. If it was a rental, I'm not changing a damn thing.
Right. So I did want to ask you about one spot outside that I noticed. I think it was on the back side.
Yeah.
Where you've got some of those cinder blocks that have moved quite a bit.
I saw them.
Anything there? What do you want?
I'd mortar them and freaking mortar them, squeeze. I mean, because what can you do?
I'm not a foundation guy, so I don't.
Well, you can't do anything. The only thing to do
is
is to re-dig it out, re-pour foundation, or
okay.
fix the cracks and then mortar over it and paint it.
Okay. I didn't know on these old cinder block foundations if they can even do the posts and stuff like that. Like I said, it was curiosity as much as
No,
anything.
I mean the house. I know what you're talking about, where it's jetting out a little bit. Yeah, I mean, it might be something that we deal with during the inspection down there.
No, I was talking about over there.
Oh, right
Where
here.
you're starting to lean out.
Yeah.
Right on the edge. You got a solid inch difference here where it's separating.
I am a little concerned about this. Just not from my fucking end of things, from the buyer's end of things. People get freaked out by that stuff.
You could have it dug out, put some I-beams in, and then do some stonework over it.
That doesn't, it starts becoming, it's like walking at that point. I'm not even gonna close on it, because then we're just fixing a house that's like, just to make it cosmetically look good. If we're gonna do that, I would say cover it with stucco or cement, have it blended. I've dealt with enough of these freaking foundation people to know that like, they're gonna get a home inspection, foundation guy's gonna come out, he's gonna say like, you need a whole new foundation. And then we're gonna freaking be stuck with a house. Let's have a foundation guy look at this before we close on this thing, because you're talking I-beams, you're talking all this shit. It doesn't become a flip anymore. It becomes a fucking
You're trapped under it.
Yeah, you're trapped in the house. So worst case is we walk on it and piss the guy off. So, because you got it going all around here.
Yeah, this whole wall's pulling away.
Yeah, why don't you call homeboy and tell him we're probably gonna have to walk on this one. This part of the house looks solid, but you can see it's like pulling away right there. I've done enough of these jobs on my ego to say, oh, I can fix it, and then you're in this thing. You've been talking to that guy?
Yeah.
Go sweet talk him.